Good Tuesday morning to you folks, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and it looks like my whole face is going to be on the dark side of the moon. I don't know why my camera's not doing right this morning. It's my phone. I don't know what it's doing. It's focused on something else, I guess. Come on, baby. Do your thing. Anyway, let me do it to get it better like that. Okay, anyway, it is Tuesday morning, April the 10th. It's about... what time is it? 7:15 a.m. I guess. I don't know why it's so dark. I got the same lights on. Camera's clean. Okay, let's go. What else? It is temperature-wise probably, I'm going to say close to 50. And they keep changing the winds on me. Sorry about the dark side of the moon and the dark side of everything, apparently. I don't know why. Anyway, what else is going on here? It's really pretty. I mean, of course, now I'm facing, that's west right there. I get to watch the sunset. Got the sun coming up over here, just coming up over a mountain. I'm not sure what mountain that is. But anyway, we're still here at Valley of the Fires Recreation Area near Carrizozo, New Mexico. And this is Jane Delaney on Full Time RVing. It says, your home base is a beautiful spot. You have everything you need. It seems to be a nice balance between your spring and summer travels and wintering in the somewhat mild climate of Central Texas. Yeah, we'll see how that all works out. You know, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I'm going to go back sometime and probably put a concrete slab under my RV cover so that I can, I want to eliminate all steps, okay? Why? Because as you get older, one of the things you don't do well are steps. And that's where you slip and fall. And when you slip and fall, when you're older, bones do not heal well at all. This is Wanda Thurman on RV. Was that her again? No, that's Jane Delaney. Wanda Thurman says, stay safe. Okay, I'll try. Rocky Z-Man, great drive video. Thank you. Dreaming Angels Reborn. Thumbs up and a peace sign to you too. Mike Butterfield, he says, I drove a taxi. Mike, you drove a taxi? No wonder, man. No wonder you're a little poet in you. I drove a taxi in Reno almost 20 years. I eat panhandlers for breakfast. I smile as I say, I was about to ask you for a few bucks. Well, that would probably get them away from you because they sure as hell ain't going to part with their money. This is Paul Harrington on Full Time RVing. He says, I really wish we could do away with the U.S. Postal Service. Man, I'm telling you, they just don't try to offer customer service. I mean, well, they do. I mean, I guess they do. I'm not going to, never mind. I take that comment back. I don't know. I just know that it's hard to get things done sometimes, okay? And I don't know why this is so dark. I don't. Unless it's because there's some light coming in over there and the camera's focusing on it. Anyway, enough said. I really wish we could do away with the USPS or at least opt out and save on taxes. We subsidize that entity at about $8 billion a year. In the past it was necessary. Today it is not. I get virtually nothing by mail that I need. All bills are electronic and all auto draft. If FedEx or UPS had the right to deliver first class or third class mail, the USPS would be shut down. But it is illegal for them to compete. Like you said, we must adapt and move on with current ways. Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize that the USPS is not part of the federal government. It is a privately owned entity. Full-time RVing, the Wandering Albatross. She says, I like you, Rusty. Well, I like me too. I'm all right. Full-time RVing, Cajun Jameis. On number 8, did you get the water hook up for the travel trailer? Yeah, it has a water hookup. I got it working. But the problem is, I didn't hook up the water anyway. And the reason is, if you hook up the water, you're going to be tempted to take some longer showers and your gray water tank's going to fill up real quick. So no, I don't have the garden hose hooked up at all. I did put 10 gallons of fresh water in my tank, a fresh water tank. But the electric is nice because I ran my little electric heater this morning to kind of, there's some little birds right here. I wish maybe, well, if I pick up the camera to show you. Well, let's see if I can show you. I don't know if y'all be able to see these birds or not, but there's one looking at me right here. Can you see that little bird right there in that tree? There's about 3 or 4 of them in that tree. I hope I've got it pointed right. Anyway, there's the bird thing. I don't know what y'all saw. Probably didn't see anything. I probably had my hand over the camera or something. That's probably what happened. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. I'm not sure. Can you see that bird right there? I hope so. And that's the west. But yeah, he's just been sitting there chirping since I got up this morning. But anyway, that's a quick interlude. Anyway, what else? This is Cajun Jameis, full-time RVing. He's got an arrow that says full timing and home base, best of both worlds, Ram, and it says Mexican food at tire shop. Well, let me tell you what happened. That is a tire shop. It ain't a Mexican food restaurant. I went walking in there, and there's these guys, rolling tires around. I thought, whoops, wrong. Yeah, I went a little too far there. But anyway, I went back down the road and found it. Got me some Mexican food. Got me some tostadas with, what did I get? I got 2 tostadas. They come with guacamole, onions, sour cream, little, the hard tortilla. And what else? Taco meat, lettuce, tomato, and I added some more avocado to it anyway. But anyway, it was good. They were okay. And they're not real stuffy, not real filling. This is full-time RVing. Jim Anderson says, interesting ride as well as dissertation on the need for a home base. Perhaps it's all about the perception of an RV versus a mobile home. Could be. Lindbergh Rosner's got 2. Enjoying the sights in Carrizozo with you. It makes me wonder the necessity for a municipal airport in such a small, sleepy town. Maybe that Mr. Big Person who owns the lovely home owns the airport too. Take care, Rusty. Yeah, I can tell you about how you get an airport in a small town. In Kennedy, Texas, one of the wealthier families at one time wanted an airplane. They didn't have any place to land it. So they immediately got the city to build an airport. Okay? All the taxpayers chipped in and built an airport. You know how many planes were parked there? 1. Yeah, all the that happens in every town. In the little old town where I live, some of the families are wealthy. A couple of them are. 2 of them have Learjets, and they had to have a longer runway at the airport so they could land their Learjets. Taxpayers were generous enough to build it for them, and that's just the way it goes, folks. Lindbergh Rosner, glad you hooked up, and thanks for the website. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, the website. Let me tell you about that window. I got to throw in a little caution on that. The wind directions, the future wind direction. If you look at some wind directions 3 or 4 or 5 days out, like I did, those can change dramatically. In fact, they can change all the way around. So you have to watch them every day. Like this morning, it's showing the wind's going to turn out of the west now. So see, they've already moved it from northwest to west. Next thing, they'll move it to southwest, and that'll just get me blown right over on the side. Amish Sailor, I think the Mexican restaurant was that little roadside stand you passed by. Yeah, that was Paul's place, but it's closed. But there was one across the road from it. I'm looking forward to hearing your review of this place. The Mexican food place, I don't even remember the name of it, but it was okay. Not bad. It cost me $5.50 for 2 pretty big tostadas. Tumblebug got a long comment on Road Trek and something else. Says, thanks, Rusty. Who knew you couldn't finance 2 at the same time? That turns out not to be true. I got told that by a credit officer at USAA out of San Antonio, Texas. He told me that. He said, you can't finance 2 at a time. That was a total lie. He didn't know crap. That was wrong. It may be true. I mean, I didn't have any problem with it. More whiskey. Says, I'm also now aware that you'll get a commission on my Amazon purchases if I use your link. Yeah, you do. And I thank you, Tumblebug, for even thinking about it. I've subscribed to your channel, like every video of yours that I watch, and will now use your link. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's great, and if you use the link, I appreciate it. As other people have, and it helps. It averages about 6. The high side is $8 a day, low side 6, so it's in that range, but it helps. Yeah. Thank you, Tumblebug. Full-time RVing, Jim Christensen. I enjoy hearing from you every day. As the old saying goes, home sweet home. Where can you scratch? Where you can scratch where it itches. I feel like we are friends. Thanks for the friendship, Sir Rusty. You're welcome, Jim Christensen. You have a good day, sir. Blogger Gone Wild, Mr. He says, Mister, you're a big talker, but I'm going to subscribe to you anyways. Well, that's good for you, Blogger Gone Wild. You don't have to, you know. White Oaks, New Mexico time zone. The last time I was in White Oaks, the bar had a for sale in front. Well, it must have sold because it appeared to be open. Roger St. Martin, full-time RVing. For what it's worth, I also like your home base. Some of my favorite videos that you upload are the ones where you feature your home base property. Yeah, okay, thank you, Roger St. Martin. This is Mike 20SM. Make a video about it if it was. Make a video about it. Make a video about if it really was a restaurant or a tire shop. It really was a tire shop. Yeah, it really was. And they wondered what the hell I was doing in there. Yeah, he said, hey, could I help you? I said, yeah, this ain't a Mexican food restaurant, is it? He said, no, it's a tire shop. Can't you read, gringo? Ken Amack, Tiny Homes. Why would you buy that instead of a travel trailer? How much to move it to a lot somewhere? A lot of questions. Well, call them and ask them. It's Anderson Storage Buildings. Call them. Van Helsing, how much have you spent on campgrounds in a month? Oh, right now, let's see. Right now, when I leave here, it'll be, oh, let's see, about $90. Yeah, for a month, can't live any cheaper than that. Phil Vaught, Rusty, have you ever thought about using a GoSun solar cooker? No, I'm not into that. I don't cook much. I don't cook much at all. I don't. And what I do, I've got my little heat diffuser. I've got a skillet. I got everything I need, and I'm not going to fight with the sun. Bill Redding, Cochiti, the accent is on the first syllable. Cochiti, okay? They have a casino, as do most pueblos up there, Santo Domingo, San Felipe, as you go north of Abiquiu, Bernalillo on I-25. Yeah, I've been to Cochiti a few times. It's all right. It is on an Indian reservation, though, and they do have a laundromat, and I need to go wash clothes here in the next week or so. Ronlin 100's got 2. Glad you got situated and comfy, cozy against the wind. Rusty, I love the looks of those old bowlers. Didn't know Scamp bought them out. I didn't know it either, but this guy that owns it told me they did. Ronlin 100 says, I mailed a letter to your Kingsland P.O. box today. Hope you get it at Corazosa. Well, if you just mailed it yesterday, I won't, because they're forwarding my mail yesterday. I'll get it in a couple of months, though. I totally agree about the home base. I think it gives you a sense of grounding, like roots. Always good to have a place to go back to. Yeah, it makes me feel good anyway. Mabel Lane, I like the drive around vids. Thank you. Mike Butterfield, Rusty, I grew up near the United States Steel plant near Pittsburgh, 50 miles east of San Francisco, California. That was the good old days, wasn't it? Mabel Lane says, Rusty, you are a diamond in the rough. I'd hang on to my home base because there's no place like home. Stay free and enjoy life, my friend. Thank you, I plan to. This is K.O. Kothas, artist. We enjoy your videos so much. Do you think you can make a playlist starting with your first video on? That way we can watch your videos in order to see how you got to the point we can RV along with you. Thank you so much. And please make as many videos as you like. We love watching. Hugs, David and Kathleen. Well, I've got some playlists. I got a playlist for Prius camping. I got a playlist for travel trailer camping. I got a playlist for RVing tips. So yeah, you can check those out. But as far as doing that other stuff, I wouldn't know how to do it. Yeah, I think what you could do is just go to my first video and just let them continue. It'd probably go all the way through them. You'd be wore out by the time you got through, though. Full-time RVing, Joyce Barnett. Hope that you had a good lunch with Mexican food. Thanks for taking me along. The weather looks pretty inviting. Stay safe and happy RVing. Yesterday was a beautiful day, and today, you know, the wind blew all night, so maybe it's not going to blow all day. It's a slight breeze outside, not much. It's cool, though. Social Security, this is Kestrel Wings. The advantage of waiting is that protects you from your longevity risk. You may or may not live to be 100. It says if you live to be 100, you're likely to burn through all your savings, including 401k. I got a 401 me. I don't have a K. I got Social Security and this. That's it. So it's all right. I'm happy. Don't worry. I'm happy. Oh, be happy. PJ Frog 10. Remember, red for beef and green for chicken enchiladas. Oh, well, yeah, you do what you do. I do what I do. Teresa Carlisle, midnight in Henderson, and I'm enjoying your video. Thanks for sharing your adventure. Well, thank you in Henderson, Texas at midnight. Scotty Thompson's back, guys. He's got 5 or 6 here. Cool comment, call Rusty. I am a good bowler, Rusty. Good for you, Scotty. Get him, boy. Scotty Thompson says, cool RV and camping. Always check winds, Rusty. Thank you. Scotty Thompson says, cool full-time RVing. Do you need a home-based talk and driving your truck, Rusty? Thank you, Scotty. Scotty Thompson says, cool comment, call Rusty. And Scotty Thompson says, water is good to drink, Rusty. Well, you know what, Scotty? You're right. Water is the best drink you can do. Forget soda water and all that crap. White Oaks, New Mexico, Mike Brandenburg. My mother had an antique shop. She always said to be an antique, the item had to be at least 100 years old. Rusty, you got a few more years left to be considered an antique. You're a collector piece right now. LOL. I'm a collector piece. I believe that too. Mike Brandenburg again. He says, I like those nice shelters that the campsites have. I never have seen those here in Kentucky or nearby states. People have to bring their own here. I guess a portable one won't work there because of that high wind. You can bet on that. Yeah, you put one of those little things out there, those little skinny little stick legs, you might as well start driving back to El Paso to pick it up. Camperman King, turn camera slightly to the side rather than dead straight. Then we viewers can see the sights better. I got an idea. Why don't I just break the camera in half and then show both sides? I don't know. Yeah, I'll try it. We'll poke it one way or the other. I did that one time and somebody said my camera wasn't pointed straight. So, you know, it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. So anyway, guys, from where am I? You know where I am. I'm at Valley of the Fires, recreation site, Bureau of Land Management near Carrizozo, New Mexico, and it's a nice day, and I'm fixing to go do my walking, and then we're going to go to a ghost town. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I found one. I found a ghost town near here, and I'm going to it, and it ain't Camp or whatever it is, Cottonwood or whatever the hell it was I came up with. White Oaks, that's it. That little bird's still sitting there just chirping away. He's looking right at me. Look, guys, I'm human. I can't fly, okay? They want me to go with them. They're going, come on, man. Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. Anything your little heart desires. But if you think about it and you want to go to the extra trouble, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video. Doesn't cost you a dime, but you know, if you choose to use it, fine. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day is mandatory out here in the West. What else? It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight if that's what you want to do. That's just drinking water. Easy to do. You don't have to go to a doctor for that. You don't have to go to a doctor for this either. Breathe in deep, hold it for a few seconds, breathe out slowly. What does that do? That reduces stress, which lowers your blood pressure, which is really good for you, okay? So you can do that for free. You don't have to go to a doctor either. Then stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. Why? Because that's good for you. It's called exercise. And yeah, you don't have to go to a doctor for that either. There's no prescription for that. For the first 3, you can get without a prescription. The 4th one too. And the 4th one is stand guard at the door of your mind. Why be stressed out about that? Or, you know, people dumping negative crap in your head. So don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside your head with a bunch of trash, okay? And if the talking heads on TV or turn them off. You're in charge of that TV. Turn them off. Turn them off. Or anything, you know, turn it off. Even me, if you get tired of hearing my ass, turn it off. I mean, shit, go for it. So what else, guys? Stand guard at the door of your mind. That's a good idea. But anyway, from the same place I was a while ago, adios, guys. Bye-bye. Enjoy your life. We're going to go to a ghost town.